Hi, thanks for joining us for a tutorial video on how to use Pilera's newest feature, PDF letter generation. This new feature will allow you to create PDF letters for mailings. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. The first thing you may want to do is upload your logo or header that you'd like to use. You can also upload a footer. So company admin role types can add global headers and footers, and community manager role types can modify or add community level headers and footers, and I'll show you how this works. So let's click on Settings and Communication Settings and scroll down to where you see Default Global Postal Mail Header and Footer. This is where you'll upload your header at the client level. So if you would like to, for example, use your company logo and have it appear in all of your communities, you would upload here. But you may prefer, or you may be required, to use the community logo for your correspondence. If so, you would scroll down to the Community Postal Mail Header and Footer section and upload there. So the community header and footer will override any global header that you have. Let's upload a logo for global use, meaning for all of your communities. Click on Upload Client Header and upload the image you'd like to use. Don't worry if your image appears very large or small in this section. Our system will auto-size it. And there are some basic guidelines to follow above. The next section asks if you would like to upload a footer, and you can follow the same process here to upload that image. The last question asks about an address to include on the letter. If your images do not include an address and you'd like to add one, click No, Use Dynamic Messages, and select Manage. Click on Add Address. Give your address a title, and then fill in the address in the content field. Click on the Communities tab to select which communities you want to add this address to. One of the benefits of this is you could have the same client header across all of your communities, but each community could have its own unique return address. To have a look at what your letterhead looks like, click on Preview Letterhead. If you have community headers and footers for each of your communities, you'll want to do your uploading for each community here under the Community Postal Mail section. If you have even a few communities that have logos, though, you can upload them at the community level. Even if you have the global postal mail images added above, adding your header and/or footer here in the community section will override the global uploads. Once you have your letterhead ready, you're ready to create your letters. You'll notice this new feature when you are in Send Announcement or Send Message. When you are creating a message to go out to your community, you now have the option to select Downloadable PDF Letter. If you would like to create letters for your communication, select that option. Compose your message as normal. For this sample, we are going to select just email and PDF letter. You'll see a new content box called Postal Mail. You can copy the content from the email above, or you can create your new content here. Next, you have some options for your mailing. You can choose to send to either or both the unit address or the mailing address you have entered in Pilera. You can mark it as certified for your records. So although Pilera doesn't handle the mailings, this would be just for your record in the message center. You can then customize the letter recipients. If you'd like to generate a letter for everyone in your community, check off box 1. If you want to only send a letter to those recipients who will not receive a phone, email, or text, please choose box 2. Or to prevent sending multiple letters to the same unit due to multiple occupants being in the unit, check option 3. You can hit Preview and Send to confirm your recipients. When you send your message, a little pop-up appears reminding you that you created a message that contains a letter and that you should manually download it. You'll be brought to the message center and you'll see a new section, Postal Mail, so you can download your PDF and view your letters. Before we conclude this tutorial, I'll just show a refresher of how you can check on the unit and mailing addresses. So let's go to a record. Click on the Address tab. There you can check the mailing address that either has come in through your accounting system, or if you do not use an accounting integration, the address that you have added. If there is no address there, you can add one. Also, another tip for our standalone clients who do not use accounting integration, you will need to manually populate the city and the zip code information, since that information typically comes into Pilera from the accounting system. To do that, open up the occupant's record and select Unit and Account, and then select Edit for Account and Location. There you can populate the city and zip code fields, and you'll then be able to send out mailings. Thank you as always. Please reach out to support@pilera.com if you have any questions at all.